Hello friends. A cross between a shepherd dog, once known as Java, but later renamed Olivia, was discovered on Sunday near Doughty Ferry Road and Interstate Highway. A passerby found her and was in real terror. The dog had a coffee can around his neck, and judging by the condition of the dog, she had been walking with it for a long time. It was still a puppy and he grew up with this jar around his neck. Next to her sat another stray dog, who was given the nickname Joshua. The man reported his discovery to the rescue center, but refused to give his name. Officials of the city shelter say that the jar has clearly been hanging around Java's neck for about a month. As the dog grew, the jar crashed into her ears, almost tearing one of them. After the jar was cut off, Java was transferred to the Metro Paws Animal Hospital for treatment. The next few days will be critical, the message on the Animal Services page says. We need to make her stable enough for surgery and monitor organ failure due to her prolonged starvation condition. But she keeps wagging her tail, and that's a good sign. As for Joshua, he is healthy and needs a new home. After the start of collecting donations for Java, hundreds of people responded with a desire to help. And then came the day of the operation. Her body was trying to grow out of the jar, according to an email from Animal Allies of Texas. She crashed into the jawbone in the ear canal of Java, causing her to lose hearing in her left ear. She also cut through her chest wall by an inch, putting her at risk of contracting a potentially life-threatening infection. Jawa, also known as Olivia, underwent surgery this morning. If she holds out for the next 48 hours, she has a good chance, her rescuers report. Olivia survived the operation with dignity, and a long recovery awaits her. She is cheerful and loves to communicate very much. The prosecutor's office opened a case and launched an investigation. No one believes that the dog could have put on a coffee can herself. We wish Olivia to get well as soon as possible and find loving hosts. Hello friends. The dog named Cooper has a rare genetic disease, because of which the breeders literally threw him away as an unnecessary thing. Even as a puppy, this poor guy wandered through the forest for a long time, abandoned and lonely. Cooper was hoping for a miracle to the last. Cooper is a special dog with a special story. Volunteers of the American Shelter found this poor man in the woods near the city of Halifax. Experts have suggested that the breeders threw out a special puppy because of its dissimilarity to others, and, accordingly, unattractive to buyers. For some time, as a puppy, Cooper wandered through the woods until he was accidentally found by volunteers. Then the 2-month-old baby was found to have ear mites, worms, and a hernia, which veterinarians immediately began to treat. The main genetic disease of Cooper is called short back syndrome, in which the vertebrae of the animal are innately compressed and connected to each other. Cooper was cured at the shelter, and soon there was a family who wanted to take a special doggy. His new owners were Ellie and Andy Keegan, who already had 3 pet dogs. So, Cooper, who by that time had been through a lot, began a new life. When Cooper came to the Keegan family, they tried to be the best hosts for him. The dog has a lot of problems with his back, but despite this, the owner calls him the happiest dog in the world. Firstly, due to the non-standard structure of the body, it is difficult for Cooper to go to the toilet. He needs medication for a concomitant bone disease, osteomyelitis, and it is difficult for him to endure long walks. Also, after a few months in the new house, Cooper fell, breaking several cervical vertebrae, after which he recovered for a long time. This boy has suffered a lot. But the owners love this cute creature and always stay close, no matter what. According to the hostess, every little victory of Cooper was a real family holiday. For example, when he learned to walk up the stairs and jump on the sofa. Now Cooper lives happily with a loving family and friendly relatives. In addition, Cooper is an example of the fact that a dog with special features can live an ordinary life of a happy dog. It is only necessary to find an approach. According to Ellie, the owner of Cooper, disabled dogs deserve love in double size. Hello friends. Hercules, a frail canine, had been confined in a dingy, icy place for an extended period. He hardly moved and cast praying eyes at his sabers, too delicate to lift himself up. Still, they couldn't disregard his hot appeal for backing. The platoon incontinently nominated him Hercules, induced that, despite his pitiful condition, he was robust and gallant, a legionnaire who simply needed their backing to stand altitudinous formally again. They whisked him down to the sanitarium, where the croakers pulled out all the stops to nurse him back to health. As the days went by, it appeared that Hercules was on the road to recovery. Still, he suddenly lost his appetite, and this was a cause for concern. After conducting an X-ray and ultrasound, the croakers discovered that Hercules had a crooked bowel and ruptured gallbladder, attesting their worst fears. His life hung in the balance, and surgery wasn't an option due to his weakened state. A blood transfusion was administered, hoping it would prop in his rehabilitation. After 20 days, Hercules began displaying signs of enhancement. His energy situation soared, and he began to engage in conditioning that he'd preliminarily been unfit to, similar as running and jumping. The formerly unfriendly Hercules came more approachable and indeed gained weight. The adaptability he demonstrated amazed those who had saved him. After 4 months, Hercules was suitable to find a loving home with an proprietor who gave him a new name, Jackson. In this new terrain, he flourished and was eventually suitable to live the life he merited. Jackson enjoyed playing, running around, and snuggling with his new family, who watched for him deeply. Reflecting on the history, it's delicate to sound the extent of the rigors that Hercules had gone through. Nonetheless, he didn't give up and surfaced victorious. His tale serves as a memorial that neglected and manhandled creatures have the eventuality to heal with proper care and affection. Jackson's life later was filled with joy, serving as evidence of the strength of perseverance and the compassion of those we may not know.